What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nashio. Welcome back to the channel. And with NXT Worlds Collide and the Royal Rumble officially behind us, we now move on to our next our next two events that are currently scheduled. The first one will be NXT Takeover Portland, where currently we have 3 matches on the card: Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's title, and then of course the Undisputed Era versus either the Grizzled Young Veterans or the Broserweights, Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne for the NXT Tag Team titles, and then of course WWE Super Showdown in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So with that being said, let's talk about everything that we can expect to see happen from this day moving forward, leading into WrestleMania. So give me 1 second. I actually had to get the scorecard again. Ha. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. So let's actually talk about the winners of both the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. Obviously, that one being Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre entered the match at number 16, and it's kind of weird because to be brutally honest, no superstar has, from what I remember, no superstar has ever won from the number 16 or the number 17 spot. No one has ever done it, and Drew McIntyre and Charlotte Flair were the ones to do so. Charlotte Flair eliminated 1, 2, 3, 4. She eliminated 4 women in that match to actually win the match. Now I did speak about who was in that match from last night, but if you guys do not remember or don't know, allow me to explain who was in there. So we had exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 11 superstars from NXT, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had we had six returning WWE superstars, and the rest of them were from the main roster, which I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There were 13, so it was a bit of a mix. It was a bit of a mix of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, and then of course the and then also to the alumni / Hall of Famers. So we had going from 1 to 30, we had SmackDown's Alexa Bliss, NXT's Bianca Belair starting the match off. Then it went from Mighty Molly, technically Molly Holly, but she decided to use the whole superhero character from her days in the Ruthless Aggression era, like right around 2002-ish, somewhere in there. Yeah. She was actually known as Mighty Molly, and the question I kept asking myself is, where's the Hurricane? That was actually the question I kept asking myself. Then we had Nikki Cross, Lana, Mercedes Martinez, who was a part of both Mae Young Classic tournaments, Liv Morgan, Mandy Rose, Candice LeRae, Sonya Deville, Kairi Sane, Mia Yim, Dana Brooke, Tamina, Dakota Kai, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Beth Phoenix, of all people, shockingly enough, Toni Storm from NXT UK, Kelly Kelly, Sarah Logan, Natalia, Xia Li, Zelina Vega, Shotzi Blackheart, Carmella, Tegan Nox, Santina Marella, and then of course Shayna Baszler entering the match at number 3. Now, as I said before, I want to talk about who became the MVPs of this match. That being Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler. Both women eliminated 8 women. 8 women. So Bianca Belair eliminated Alexa Bliss, Mighty that I cannot speak today. Mighty Molly, Nikki Cross, Mandy Rose, Candice LeRae, Sonya Deville, Dana Brooke, Tamina. Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And Shayna Baszler also eliminated 8 women. She eliminated Naomi, Beth Phoenix, Toni Storm, Xia Li, Zelina Vega, Shotzi Blackheart, Carmella, and Tegan Nox. Those were the women Shayna Baszler eliminated before she got eliminated by Charlotte Flair in the final 2. Honestly, I think just with those 2 women in NXT, we can see a lot of big changes from within those 2 women leading into NXT Takeover Portland. There's been rumors going around. Excuse me one second. There we go. Anyway, there's been rumors going around saying that Shayna Baszler is going to do everything she can to inject herself into the into the NXT Women's Title match between Ripley and Belair. Honestly, I really don't see that happening and anytime soon because for one, Rhea Ripley has only been NXT Women's Champion for like maybe a month. If Shayna Baszler got involved and took the title from Rhea Ripley, there's no doubt that all of that momentum that Rhea Ripley had would just go up in smoke, and the title and that storyline would have been for nothing. So it would make sense to just make it 1-on-1 between Rhea and Belair. So now when you look into the men's match, yeah, I think it's safe to say Brock Lesnar is the true MVP. Pardon the pun, because MVP actually did show up, shockingly enough. So here's how the list went down, for those who don't remember. So Brock Lesnar, Elias, Eric Rowan, Robert Roode, John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, Big E, Cesaro, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental Champion, Montel Vontavious Porter, a former U.S. Champion, MVP, Keith Lee from NXT, Keith Lee, and then Braun Strowman. Those three behemoths just went at it. But of course, Brock Lesnar eliminated all those men. All those men, from Elias all the way to Braun Strowman. I don't know how he did it, but he literally lasted almost a half hour before he got eliminated by Drew McIntyre with a low blow assist by Ricochet. So then it went to Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, The Miz, AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, Carl Anderson, Edge, the Rated R Superstar, Hall of Famer Edge, Baron Corbin, Matt Riddle, the original bro from NXT, Luke Gallows, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, Samoa Joe, and Seth Rollins. So I believe, yes. So Shelton Benjamin, MVP, Keith Lee, Edge, Matt Riddle, and yeah, I think those were the ones. So they were the ones that got replaced. That replaced. that dog got issues. Were the ones that replaced Rusev, Bobby Lashley, Heavy Heavy Machinery. The reason why they replaced Rusev and Lashley was because they showed up to Minute Maid Park, but they got into a huge fight and it just broke down easily. Anyway, so with that being said, I think honestly the big MVP is definitely Brock Lesnar leading into WrestleMania. There's no doubt in my mind that Drew McIntyre could very may well choose Brock Lesnar simply because of the fact that Brock Lesnar, despite losing the Universal title at SummerSlam, he's been so dominant. He's been really, really dominant since coming back to WWE in 2012. Yeah, in 2012, the night after WrestleMania. And honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I think if there was one man who has what it takes to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, like Seth Rollins did, like Triple H did, hands down, it's Drew McIntyre. So at Super Showdown, we could see Brock Lesnar defend the title, but against who, no one knows. But in terms of NXT Takeover, leading into NXT Takeover Portland, honestly, I'm so excited for it. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. But this coming Wednesday, we will see James Drake and Zach Gibson, the Grizzly Young Veterans, taking on Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. And of course, again, the winner will be challenging Fish and O'Reilly for the NXT Tag Titles. But because that Roderick Strong lost his North American title, we could very may well see them utilize the Freebird rule, which any two members of the Undisputed Era can defend the titles. So at this point, anything is possible. But leading into NXT Takeover Tampa, leading into WrestleMania, there's gonna be a lot of history that's gonna be made. Like tonight, we found out, starting tonight on Raw, we found out that tonight on Raw, Edge will be making an appearance on Raw tonight, and I think he's gonna be talking about last night, talking about what happened last night, and talking about what and talking about what his future plans are in WWE. Honestly, I would love for him to have one more WrestleMania match, which would cap off an amazing career. And then also tonight, Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens are going to be challenging Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy for the Raw. For the Raw Tag Team titles. I cannot wait to see that match. Honestly, there's so much that we can expect going into WrestleMania, but I think the one thing that we can expect to happen is the fact that some of the titles on Raw and SmackDown, like obviously the SmackDown Women's title, the Raw Women's title, the WWE title, the Universal title could very may well not change hands. Those titles could very may well not change hands anytime soon leading into WrestleMania. But when it comes to WrestleMania, we all know titles do change hands often. So I think last year's WrestleMania, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 7. We had literally 7 title changes out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of 9 titles, out of all 9 titles, only two titles stayed the same. That being the United States title and the SmackDown Tag Team titles. This year, woohoo! You never know. You never know what can happen. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see happen leading into WrestleMania this year and leading into NXT Takeover Tampa. Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me, I actually just got some mail from one of my good friends. He actually sent me some YuGiOh cards in a trade. Two of them are actually in my Dark Magician deck. I'll actually show them off right now. So the first one that I got from him was actually this. Witch's Apprentice, one of the main late monsters that I needed. And then the second one was actually my second Palladium Oracle Mana. I actually got my other one in a trade a while back. And then the other cards, I actually got them because I liked them and they were really cool. Here's the first one though. Here's the first one. So I got the Magician of Black Chaos Max. I'm actually gonna get this one graded. I'm gonna get this one graded real soon. Then I got Waking the Dragon, a really good Floodgate card. Rank Up Magic Astral Force, only because the artwork looks amazing. And then of course not 1, not 2, but 3 copies of DD Crow. I'll be using the crows in a side deck at some point. But yeah, so big shoutouts to him. What was the guy's name? Augusto Moda. So shoutouts to my friend Augusto Moda for sending me the cards. Thank you, brother. I got them without them taking any damage. But again, and also too, again, if you guys have any fan mail, and any fan mail that you want to send me, my address will be at the very top of the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.